Hi guys, this is Jonathan Lambert with the Mathematics Development and Support Service at the National College of Ireland, and this next video, a video in our series of videos dealing with coordinate geometry of the line, is going to concentrate on translations, and in particular translations through a point. Okay, so really it is what we're concentrating on is translations through a point. Okay. Well, later on in another video, we'll have a look at translations where we've got translations across lines and so on and so forth. Yeah? Okay? But for this video, we're just going to concentrate on translations through a point, and maybe first of all translations through the origin. Okay, so maybe through the origin as our first real concept here. Okay, so this is coordinate geometry of the line, and what we're doing is we're doing translations. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to pick a point here in space in the Cartesian coordinate system here. So let me just say, for argument's sake, that I pick the point 3. Okay, 3 3. So there's the first point that I'm at the picking. It's the point 3 3. And what I'd like to do is I'd like to see what the image of that particular point is. Okay, when I translate that point through the origin. Okay. What I mean by translating that point through the origin is I mean that point is going to move through the origin in this direction. Okay, it's going to move through the origin, okay, in this direction, okay, and come out on the other side. Okay, so if you think about it, okay, the translation itself, okay, should figure out, okay, how far should I move the x coordinate in to get to 0. Okay, so this is translation through the origin, so it's translation through 0 0. Okay, so I want to move at the same distance from here to here. Okay, and through the same distance. Okay, and the way we do that is like this. So let's think about it. So let's consider the point 3 3. So the point 3 3 I want to translate, okay, through the origin, the point 0 0. Okay, and I want to translate that through to another point, okay, where this other point is based off the actual application of this change here, the change from 3 3 to 0 0. So let's think about it. To get from 3 3 to 0 0, what do I need to do? What do I need to do with each one of the ordinates as that's part of this coordinate? Okay. Well, what I need to do is I need to add on to 3. I need to add on minus 3 to 3, and what that effect of that would have is it would have an effect of moving 3 to 0. And what do I do with 3 here? Well, I also add on another minus 3 to the second ordinate here in this coordinate. Okay, so by applying this particular, let's say, this transformation, okay, subtracting 3 from each coordinate, the effect is 3 3 is moved from its point in space to 0 0. So 3 3 is moved from here to 0 0. Okay. So what about if I applied that particular transformation, okay, this linear transformation, okay, to 0 0? Where would 0 0 go to under this particular same application? Well, 0 would go to minus 3 because I add minus 3 onto 0. 0 would go to minus 3, and 0 here would also go to minus 3 by adding on the minus 3. Effectively what we've done is 3 3 is taken to minus 3. So we'd have minus 3 here. This would be the effect, yeah, okay, of this particular transformation through the point 0 0. Let's have a look at another point. Let's say the point that we're looking at is well, let's say the point is, let's say minus 4 2. So we have minus 4 2. And we're translating through the origin as well, so we're going to be translating through the origin. So once again, I'm interested in translating this point through the origin, okay, in this direction, the same distance, and out in this particular direction here. So where would it go to? Well, let's see, how do I get from minus 4 2 to 0 0? Well, I suppose the first thing is I should move the x coordinate 4 units in this direction, and I should move the y coordinate 2 units in this direction. Okay, so moving the x coordinate 4 units across would bring me across to here, okay, and moving it down 2 units would bring me across to here. So to get from minus 4 to here, I'd add on 4, and to get from 2 down to 0, I'd take away 2. So the effect would be minus 4 2, okay, transform to 0 0. Okay, how do I get from minus 4 2 to 0 0? Well, I'd add on 4 to minus 4 to give me 0, and I'd add on minus 2 to 2 to give me 0 here. So this is the transformation. So let's apply this transformation through 0 now. So where does this go? It goes to another coordinate. So I'm going to apply 4 minus 2. So 0 plus 4 gives me 4. And 0 plus minus 2 gives me minus 2. So the effect of the transformation through 0 is minus 4, 2 is taken to 4 minus 2. Which is actually here. It's 4 minus 2 is this point here. So there's the effect of that transformation, is to move to this particular point here. Okay? We don't have to do transformations through the origin, okay? So, but we're still doing them through points, okay? So we're still going to transform through a point. So let's say a transformation through the point, not the origin this time. Let's just pick a point in space. So let's say the point in space is, let's say for argument's sake, the point in space is, where will I pick up? Maybe I'll pick somewhere over here. It's this point, which is the point 3, 6. So it's the point 3, 6. Okay, so let's choose the point 3, 3, 6, and we're going to do a transformation through that particular point. Okay, so let's see what happens to certain points on the plane. So what happens to the point? Let's say the point, this point here is 1. It's 1, 9. Okay, where does 1, 9 go? Well, what we want to happen is 1, 9. We want to transform through, or translate through, the point 3, 6. Okay, so how do I get, first of all, how do I get from here to here? How do I get from 1, 9 to 3, 6? How do I get from here to here is the first question that we should try to answer. Okay, and then we can ask, well, then where do we go when we follow on through that amount of distance? Well, to go from 1 to 3, okay, what we should add on is we should add on 2. Isn't that right? To move from the ordinate 1 to the ordinate 3, we should add on 2.